Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to podcast Room 303. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Moran. And as always, we have with us EPE. This is episode 150. On today's episode, we've got Communion with E, top fantasy players team of all time. So I feel like Eric always does this to me on purpose. Your brain writes in a mysterious way, my friend.
It's really a mysterious brain.
For context, we're picking our fantasy team of our top fantasy players of our whole career playing fantasy. Like that shit broke my brain. I appreciate it.
So it's
Eric.
a team of the top fantasy players.
But yeah, and that's the way it should be said and written, but that's not the way you wrote it.
It says top fantasy players team, and I'm not even sure what that really means, bro.
All right, hold on. Eric's about to get offensive in 3, 2.
No, I appreciate everything he does. Eric does do a lot. I love to give him shit, but that
Fuck him.
On air it broke my brain. I was just like, how am I supposed to say that out loud? Like, you got to get him Grammarly for the doc, bro.
Jeez, dude.
All right, so we'll also get into NFL Week 9 review, NFL Week 10 bets, and Eric will recap our current head-to-head standings. Let's go ahead and check in on Nick. How are you doing this evening, Nick?
Yeah, nothing to complain about. Dusty Baker is still an awful manager 2 days later.
All right. Ron Washington for president. Eric, how are you doing this evening?
I was good till my entire adolescent education was just shit on by you two. But yeah, it's good. Good day.
Wow, how dramatic. Your entire education was shit on because we said one sentence was incorrect?
Yeah.
Eric, the Texas public educational system already took care of shitting on your education.
Yo,
you don't need us to wrap it up 2 decades later.
Why does it feel like Eric is always trying to get one of those mysterious like comic book covers or posters? We only get half his face.
This is the angle that I'm like, this is how I sit. Like I'd have to move a whole bunch of stuff around to have a different view.
Just the screen gets a little tilt. No, isn't the camera built to the screen? No,
Yeah.
Just keep the mysterious, bro. We don't even know what you look like under that hoodie, bro. Up, you gotta go up. What are you doing?
It's like a face-off fucking poster.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're looking like a Kylo Ren poster, bro. All moody because we shit on your fucking your entire adolescent education is what you try to.
Yeah, shout out Miss Munoz. Appreciate you for fucking up my English.
Yeah, it was her fault. No, we live in an era of no accountability. Fuck it, it's her fault.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, can't wrap up this cough. All right, take us into the communion, Eric. Explain to them what we're doing, and then you can take it from there.
So for this communion with E, we were all big fans of fantasy football. We've been playing it for almost 2 decades now. So I want to get a 303 compiled team of the top players we've ever had. So we got to build out a team with our favorite players, or actually best performing players that we've ever had. We're gonna go for fun, just because I don't want to, have a little more conversation. We're gonna do 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex, which can be whatever. I did put a defensive kicker in there. I say we can scratch kicker if you guys want. Defense, it's up to you guys, but
just autofill Justin Tucker.
Yeah, Justin Tucker goes in there automatically.
I was gonna say there could be an argument made for Adam Vinatieri, but we'll put
there will be no argument made.
Nope. He played on offenses that were too good, that never really kicked too many field goals. Justin Tucker always played on a Ravens offense that you can rely to stall 2 to 3 times a game because they never had the quarterback that Adam Vinatieri had.
Right on.
So that's my parsing. Obviously,
now,
Adam Vinatieri is fine.
Now, if you want to get real gangster with it, you can choose to be like, I want the 2007 so-and-so. Or you could just be like, this dude had a great run from here to there. Let's pick him.
Oh, that's right. So Eric wasn't here when we were bullshitting about all that. Yeah, we were picking players from specific years.
Oh, so, like I said, it's up to you guys how you want to do it.
We can mix both, but we were sitting here bullshit pre-show picking,
and then
like, oh, so and so.
So since it's going to be one team, I think I'll call out which position we're drafting or which position we're picking, and then we can have an open discussion and then make a selection. How does that sound to you fellas?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So we're going to start with tight end. Who would you guys take at the tight end position?
I know who I loved at tight end, who was always undervalued.
All right, so Jermaine, you first pick. Then do you?
I'm going to suggest we can debate tight end. There's only one tight end, but Greg Olsen is perennially just underdrafted in fantasy. I always targeted him because no one valued him. He went out there and balled for a good 3-4 year stretch. If it's not Greg Olsen, I nominate Jeremy Shockey. Little early 2000s fantasy for you.
The first person to pop into my mind was Tony Gonzalez. But I don't think Tony Gonzalez ever had like that good of a fantasy run. The fact that we haven't said Rob Gronkowski is crazy.
So just for context, the fact that we didn't say him, Rob Gronkowski in 2011 had 330.9 points, averaging 20.68 a game. I don't know what kind of scoring system this is based off of, but I guess standard scoring system, 330.9 points for the season, 20.68 points per game. Best performance by tight end.
That's no chance. There's no chance that's standard. It's the new standard is half point PPR, so I would wager that's half point.
Of the top 10 scoring tight end fantasy football seasons of all time, Rob Gronkowski has 3 of the 10.
Okay. No, that's what I'm getting at is players that we drafted. So did you draft Rob Gronkowski every year? Because I rarely had a share of Rob Gronkowski.
I had him once.
A 2011 Jimmy Graham.
All right, here's a tight end that I actually drafted like 4 separate times. I don't know if you guys will like him. Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
Ooh, I had Mans a lot.
I had Antonio Gates a fuck ton as well.
That's a good one.
I think that's the premise I'm getting at. We're not just picking the best fantasy players because that's fucking easy. We're talking about players that you had that led you to win championships, that had unexpected value or just hit multiple times for you over and over again.
I drafted Cam Newton in the last year of his rookie year. That was pretty cool. The last round in his rookie year. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Are we? You just over tight end already, Nick?
Yeah. I mean, I thought we settled it. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Who did we go with?
Antonio Gates. I had him a lot. Antonio Gates.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree as like a Panthers fan with Jermaine's because I was always able to get Greg Olsen. It almost seemed like people didn't want Greg Olsen, and I never benched him. Besides his bye week, I never took Greg Olsen out of the lineup.
Yeah, and he was good with the Bears too.
So I mean, in my like, if we're going off guys we had, I don't ever remember having Antonio Gates. I do remember every single year having Greg Olsen on one of my teams.
All right, so we'll go Gates / Olsen. All right, Eric, take us to the next one since you wanted to start with tight end.
All right, let's jump into the running backs. Let's go. Let's just take 2 running backs now. Who are we going?
I'll tell you a guy I had because again, same team. 2019 Christian McCaffrey.
Oh,
one of the best fantasy seasons of all time.
That's a great choice. I'm gonna actually. I'll. How about this? We'll all submit a name and we'll pick 2 of the running backs. But every single year I was able to get this guy. And I don't know how. He was never drafted like super high until like later on. But Matt Forte.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
You remember Matt Forte? I am the Bears offense. Matt Forte, bro.
Yeah.
for some reason, you know who that cued me onto? You remember like Deshaun Foster with the Carolina Panthers?
No, Arian. Wait, Deshaun Foster or
Deshaun Foster with the Carolina Panthers, but Arian Foster with the Texans was another good one.
That was gonna be my second running back pick. So I had Matt Forte and Arian Foster multiple times in my fantasy career, and both those dudes were so fun to have on your roster. But please, so Nick has 2019 CMC. I've submitted Matt Forte and Arian Foster. Now, Eric, who are you submitting?
A guy I had a lot was Steven Jackson.
Oh,
I had him a lot back in the day.
That's a good one.
When I was winning leagues, I had Steven Jackson a lot. I've had Alvin Kamara twice, and I won the league both times I had him, but I don't know if I would take him. And then David Johnson when he was with the Texans.
Oh, David Johnson.
David Johnson was clutch.
With the Texans or the Cardinals?
I guess it'd be Cardinals. Sorry. I had him when he was with the Cardinals.
I was like, yo, David Johnson with the Texans was the skeleton, bro.
You got to throw in a guy like Chris Johnson when he was with the Titans.
Oh, that's who I said pre-show, bro.
Yeah.
And there's one.
I never had him though.
Yeah, you gotta throw in.
Who'd you say pre-show? I'm shocked you haven't brought him up.
Well, I mean, you got to throw in a guy like Edgerrin James when he was with the Colts.
So a guy that I had that won a league was Todd Gurley. I don't know if you guys ever had the pleasure of having that man on your team.
Todd Gurley with the Rams, right?
With the Rams, yes.
Well, see, the problem, Jermaine, is I never got the guy that I mentioned pre-show.
Yeah, that's what I
never
figured.
had it.
I had hella LT. I had LT with the Jets, bro. Like I had LT every year. I was trying to get me some LT.
When we first started one of the leagues, remember that year I had Jamal Charles?
Oh, for the Chiefs, man. That dude was a fucking cheat code, man. RIP, season cut too short.
And Jamal Charles made a comeback when he was with the Broncos, because I remember having Jamal Charles when he made a comeback with the Broncos for a couple weeks.
Yeah, man. All right. I'm going to submit one final name, and then we got to pick two names and move on. The other one, perennial 7th round and later pick, LeGarrette fucking Blount, bro.
Yeah.
Every single one of us in this chat had LeGarrette Blount and never moved him from our starting rotation, bro. LeGarrette Blount killed it, bro.
I will submit one that we always thought about playing, but never played. Danny Woodhead.
Yeah.
Danny Woodhead rode your bench every single week, and you'd be so pissed off when he got you 35 fucking points.
The original Rex Burkhead.
So I'm pretty sure we all started playing fantasy right around the same time. For Jermaine probably a little bit sooner. But here's a little name that's gonna tickle your pickle. LaDainian Tomlinson.
We just had a whole conversation about LT.
Did we?
Yeah,
that's probably when I was looking up the next. I'm looking up best seasons for wide receivers.
Yes, dude. And I didn't mention him pre-show.
This is why you need to look at the screen, my friend.
I gotta get stats. I gotta get the stats for the next group.
My God.
So then switch.
Jermaine, you know who we didn't mention?
So you're looking at this.
If you say something,
Jermaine, you know who we didn't talk about?
Matt Forte.
LaDainian Tomlinson, dude.
All right. We've said enough names. Let's narrow it down to two from the ones we named. I am willing to battle to get Matt Forte.
I think Matt Forte should be one of them.
All right, Matt Forte. All right, so then
I love both your picks because I love a good Adrian Foster too.
Bro, you've said his name different so many times. Arian Foster for the Texans.
Adrian Foster.
Adrian Foster.
Arian Foster.
So we could do Arian Foster. Eric, what were some of yours again?
Steven Jackson, Tomlinson. Todd Gurley.
Steven Jackson's a good one.
Steven Jackson, Todd Gurley. Man, those are the main ones.
I never really had Todd Gurley. All right, so between Steven Jackson and Arian Foster, Eric, who do you want?
Todd Gurley. Arian Foster, dude. I'm just messing with you.
I was like, I'll let Dead Space sit here until you answer the question that was asked.
Arian, I would do Arian just because that.
The problem is
savage.
I never had Todd Gurley, so I can't agree with you on that one. And because Todd Gurley was always fucking number one. It was fucking dude was a stud. The Alvin Kamara pick, I agree, dude. Alvin Kamara seems every year he's just drafted a few spots way lower than he should be, and then you get fucking dummy value with him.
Yeah, the Alvin Kamara pick is a good.
So
pick.
just some names that we didn't miss that are on this list here of players. There's Jamal Charles, Sean Alexander, Brian Westbrook, Le'Veon Bell, Ricky
Le'Veon
Williams,
Bell.
Larry Johnson, Tiki Barber, just a bunch of dudes that put up points.
Well, yeah, those are all stuff.
Yeah, but I wasn't playing fantasy back then.
Oh, I was. Big old.
You were playing fantasy back when Tiki Barber was good?
I started playing fantasy in the year 2000.
No, you didn't. That's a lie. Show me the receipts.
I'm not LeBron, bro. I wasn't kicking it with JFK and Migos, dog.
All right, we're gonna move into wide receivers here.
Keep in mind some of those names you mentioned for the running backs because we have to fill 2 flex spots.
Okay,
By the way, go ahead.
Nick for wide receiver.
Eric Decker, Wes Welker, Chris Conley.
Chris Conley, bro.
Chris Conley was a tight end.
Eric Decker is a
Eric
pretty good pick,
Decker.
to be honest. Who do you got, Eric?
I've had Tyreek multiple times. Dude always puts up numbers. Man, that's tough. Who else have I had regularly?
Let's not forget a prime time Julio Jones.
I've had Antonio Brown a couple times.
Antonio Brown, great. But Julio Jones
In his prime was fine.
I've only had Julio on busted seasons.
I'm thinking of dudes that I didn't even think to take out of my lineup. When they were on their bye week, I took them out, and then they were the first guy I put right back in.
Ocho Cinco.
The Ocho Cinco is a good fucking pick, bro. The first one of the main guys I targeted early on when I was playing fantasy, Calvin Johnson.
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett's great.
I don't think Tyler Lockett has come out of my lineup for years.
Speak of perennial 7th round and under, fucking
shit.
Tyler Lockett is a great choice, dude. Oh man, I'm trying to think. So I've had Cooper Kupp like 3 or 4 years.
I have 2. Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall, both on the Jets and the Broncos.
Brandon Marshall.
Give me Lions Kenny Golladay.
Yo, Lions Kenny Golladay did tear it up though. Eric, don't spit it out.
Lions Marvin Jones.
Bro,
That Lions receiving core for the last 4 years.
Lions Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you with a dude that I had. I got lucky. We picked him up on waivers. Josh Gordon. I picked him up on waivers that first year.
Josh Gordon is a fantasy. I had Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon was fire, bro.
Yo.
I think we found number 1 right there.
Ryan
Gordon.
picks Josh Gordon every year just to put him on the bench, just in case he comes back
Just
for
in
one
case,
game.
That man's a cheat code, dude.
He reminisces about fucking Josh Gordon all the time. Josh Gordon is our first choice for sure.
I'm surprised that Eric didn't mention this guy. Looking at the flag behind him, Deshaun Jackson.
I was about to mention him, dude.
I only got him towards the end of his career when he was busted.
Deshaun Jackson. Steve Smith
all the time.
Steve Smith was
I had so many Steve Smith shares in my career, bro. We might have found number 2 here. So Steve Smith, I was gonna submit Anquan Bolden.
That's good. Yeah. Santonio Holmes.
I was gonna submit Doug Baldwin.
Doug Baldwin. Yeah.
The original Tyler Lockett. Doug Baldwin.
Tyler Lockett, yeah.
So for the only ones that I would submit that I would want, like, it would be Jordy Nelson or Brandon Marshall. Those are the only 2 that I would be like, I had them
Nelson.
and they were filthy animals.
Old Randall Cobb, or sorry, young Randall Cobb.
Yeah. OG in the league, Randall Cobb. Yeah.
Des Bryant.
Brandon Cooks.
That's fucked up because that dude just performs and gets
He
shitted on
just
by the
go,
league.
dude. He just balls.
We've
He
all
gets-
had Brandon Cooks on this
We
podcast.
all did, dude.
That's the choice.
That's
Brandon
literally,
Cooks
dude.
for the last 8 years has been the most solid fucking wide receiver ever, bro. It's DIN.
It's the choice. Yeah, it's the choice. You got to do Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, that's the obvious choice.
So we have
Wow.
Matt Forte, Arian Foster, Josh Gordon, Brandon Cooks, a duo of Antonio Gates and Greg Olsen, and our kicker is Justin Tucker. Now we're gonna do flex. What do you guys got?
So I love that we're not picking the like super name brand names, because this is how you won your championships, right? Like everyone had LT and won. Everyone had Alvin Kamara won. Everyone had Tyreek Hill won.
Well,
Cooper Kupp.
no, I don't think so. I disagree. I think everybody remembers that they had Cooper Kupp, but if you won because you had Arian Foster. Then you might have had you had you had two good running backs, or you had two good wide receivers, or you had like
last year I had Debo Samuel, Travis Kelce, Cooper Kupp.
For example,
Aaron
I won
Rodgers,
4 years
Alvin
ago.
Kamara.
I won the league 4 years ago just because I picked the defense that was playing the Jets, and they would put up like 15 points a week.
Dude, streaming.
And that's why I won my fantasy league, is because it was just such I would log in every Tuesday and I would pick the defense that was playing the Jets, and I would just put them in.
I don't know, man. I always remember the non-glamorous players on my team that fucking, because I won the championship last year, and you heard the team I had. It was Debo, it was Cooper, it was Travis Kelce, Kamara. Man, I even forgot the running back I had over Kamara.
Man, dude,
It was a stacked squad.
I might go with Alvin Kamara as my flex.
I had Amon-Ra
We've all had him
Brown last year, bro. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara is an outstanding fantasy player.
I mean, the only person that I could argue against that I've had against Alvin Kamara was Le'Veon Bell, because he was the original CMC, the original Alvin Kamara.
Le'Veon Bell, dude.
Le'Veon Bell was the truth.
I will say, the year I picked up James Conner when Le'Veon Bell was holding out, that was a glorious year.
That was a glorious year. James Conner coming off leukemia treatment.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sitting there cheering on, not only because this dude, beat fucking cancer and he's balling out in the NFL, but he was also like a fucking waiver wire pickup just eating for me, bro. Just absolute number one, like the whole time.
I'm gonna submit him as a flex player because the year that I won back what was my main league. Remember that was the year I had 0 running backs. I was like running Ronald Jones as my RB1, but I had Michael Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, and who was my other wide receiver that I had that year? Tyreek Hill. I had all 4 of those dudes that year in that league. And I was just like, every week those dudes were putting up numbers. So I'm going to submit Stephon Diggs, because that dude, I've had him a couple of leagues this year. I've had him a couple of times in the past. That dude just puts up numbers.
He's too good for a flex. We already look, I respect your Stephon Diggs pick. He's a fucking fantasy.
Bro,
we already have Alvin Kamara. We can't go 2 bona fide first round picks.
I want to reintroduce Jets Eric Decker.
I had Eric Decker.
Like a Jets Eric Decker.
Eric Decker with the Broncos too.
Yeah.
That whole run, bro. This is where a Brandon Marshall as well is very, very enticing. Ocho Cinco right here is very enticing as well.
Deshaun Jackson, of course.
Oh, dude. TJ Houshmandzadeh.
It's just built for him, isn't it?
TJ Houshmandzadeh, bro. Every single one of us had TJ at least twice in our fantasy careers, bro. We all did.
A young AJ Green. A Cincinnati AJ Green.
I'm here for the callback. I'll rock an AJ Green callback. R.I.P. Gone too soon, my guy.
AJ Green won. I just saw the look on both your faces. You just harkened back to a time where you needed AJ Green on a Sunday night or a Monday night game to get you that win, and he came in the clutch.
AJ Green, 2 tutties, 100 stack, and about 6 catches,
dude.
bro. Oh my!
Did you guys ever have Reggie Wayne?
No,
because he was always the number 2,
and
and I would just always get him, and he'd still put up wide receiver 1 numbers.
Yeah, Reggie Wayne is a great fucking pick. That's a great pick as well. Since we already went running back, we got to go wide receiver. Stephon Diggs is too quality, in my opinion. So we got to go with one of these lower guys. I'm likening one of these Jets receivers, either Brandon Marshall or Eric Decker. It's up to you guys. I'm good with either one of those. I think we need to get a little wider on our roster. So I
do love Eric Decker because Eric Decker would be my white skill player pick.
Well,
all right. So Eric has Josh Gordon, Antonio Gates, Alvin Kamara. Nick has Brandon Cooks, Greg Olsen. We'll give Nick Eric Decker. I'm sad that Brandon Marshall didn't make this list though. Brandon Marshall was an absolute dog in fantasy, bro. Always undervalued, bro. He's like Brandon Marshall was the Keenan Allen of like the turn of the decade for the 2000s to the 2010s.
Yeah.
Every year, it's like, I don't really want Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's not sexy. And then Brandon Marshall goes out there and just fucking puts him
God, dude, I'm a little annoyed that a primetime Julio Jones doesn't make this.
Those are clear-cut fantasy options.
No. Yeah, I know.
And I never had Julio.
We haven't even picked quarterbacks yet.
I've never had Julio. Like, I never had Julio when he was dominating, you know?
I'm going to make – you guys ready for quarterback? Or do you want to do defense first, just randomly?
No, put Nick's defense stream against the Jets.
Yeah, just give me like when did Sanchez leave? Give me like 2014 to 2020 against the Jets opponent.
All right. So we're gonna move.
That's gonna get you. That's gonna get you. I mean, points.
A W.
Points.
I'm going to move into quarterback. I had this dude multiple times. I'm only going to make one suggestion, then I'm going to let you guys duke it out. My only suggestion, I've had him every chance I could get him, I got him, was Michael Vick. Other than that, I have no comment on this.
Sam Bradford.
No, what are you doing? Stop.
Mark Bulger.
No, stop it, dude. You're just saying names now.
No, I'm saying guys I've plugged into my lineup in a flex week. In a bye week that have just helped me keep on
that's
keeping
not
on.
A whole season. I'll tell you this. You want to hear the most audacious thing? I won my league that I used to run streaming Blake Bortles.
I love that. I mean, listen. I know I keep harping on Panthers players, but Cam Newton.
Cam Newton's a good one. Would you rather have Cam Newton over Michael Vick?
Yes, 100%.
I would love to see those fantasy seasons. I have 2 nominations for my quarterbacks. These are guys I always targeted. Was Tony Romo and Carson Palmer.
Those are good ones.
Tony Romo was a fantasy rock star, bro. That dude got you nothing but points all the time. Fucking outlandish, bro.
For some reason, I keep finding Kirk Cousins on my teams.
Bro. Oh, Eric, that's a fucking good one too, bro.
Phillip Rivers. Eric just said Eric doesn't like to talk, so he
doesn't like to look at the camera, listen, or talk, but he will interject every once in a while. Dude, Phillip. All right, we got some good choices here. So
Andrew Luck.
Oh, the captain, the fucking captain, bro. Dude, I'm good with any of those quarterbacks. I had tons of Phillip Rivers shares. I've had tons of Kirk Cousins shares. Like I said, I streamed Blake Bortles to the ship.
Listen, dude. Blake Bortles was just a garbage time monster. You could throw him in and you knew he was going to just cash 20 for you each week.
Blake Bortles had a built-in floor. It was called garbage time.
Yeah, that's all that it was, dude. He'd have 10 through 3 quarters. You'd be like, I'm good.
Dude, if we go Blake Bortles for one of these, we gotta go Michael Vick, bro. We gotta offset. You gotta offset the Blake Bortles or Phillip Rivers or Kirk Cousins is a good one. Kurt
Warner,
is a real good one. Ooh,
like a Cardinals Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner on the Cardinals with Anquan Bolden and Larry Fitz, bro.
Bro, I do love a good Carson Palmer, though. Carson Palmer just produced fantasy points.
I did find myself winning a league and having him multiple times. I'm sure you guys are going to laugh at this, but Jay Cutler.
Dude, Jay Cutler balled.
Jay Cutler's another good choice. Bro. We're just racking up good fuck. These are the mid-tier guys that I'm looking for. The guys
a Chad Pennington Jets.
Oh, I had Chad Pennington. I did. Bro.
A Mark Sanchez Jets.
Yo, Big Daddy Jeff Garcia, bro.
Dude, did anybody have like RG3 when he was balling up like the first 2 years in the league?
I did not. I wish I did.
Alex Smith.
I never had Alex
Smith. Is another perennial.
You guys ever had Stafford?
Stafford's a headache in fantasy, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Even now with the Rams, Stafford's a headache in fantasy.
Drew Brees was always just solid. Oh, I loved having that dude. I'd get him like in the 4th round.
Drew Brees was a good pick too.
I know we mentioned. I know we mentioned Vic, Cam, just black quarterback who can run. So,
AKA Lamar Jackson.
Cam, Lamar Jackson,
McNabb.
Okay, so let's pick.
Vince Young.
Let's pick one. Vince Young. That's
Vince
tight.
Young.
Let's pick one. Let's pick some quarterbacks here. We just need 2.
I say Jay Cutler and Vic. That's what I would roll with, but I'm just the EP. I just type.
Oh. Man, I can't. I'll fight for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins puts up fantasy football seasons.
All right, so Kirk Cousins is in there. So we got our pocket passer. Now we need a rusher. I don't like Mike Vick. I never had Mike Vick, dude.
I never have. It's got to be Cam for me.
Mike Vick was always taken in the fucking
too early.
Just
too
bananas early, bro. I was I can't pay that price for Mike Vick,
right,
bro.
Lamar. Cam?
Lamar's a good choice. Eric, you had Lamar, right? 1 year?
The year I won that championship with Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Hopkins and all them, I had Lamar, and I had Mark Andrews' breakout year. I was destined to win that season. Like, there was no way. Like, I remember going back and looking at it, and every week was like a 30-point blowout for me. Like, I was just crushing people.
So let's take out Cam Newton and put Lamar Jackson because we've all had Lamar Jackson.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson in fantasy is just
dude, he's the reason I'm above 500 in the 303 league at this point, in the Dynasty League. And listen, he scored 15 of my 37 points last week. So
37.
I scored 37 points.
All right,
thanks for the W, bro.
All right.
Was it against you?
Read this list off.
Fuck.
So we had Kirk Cousins at QB,
Jesus.
Lamar Jackson at QB, Matt Forte and Arian Foster at RB, Josh Gordon and Brandon Cooks at wide receiver, Antonio Gates and Greg Olsen at tight end. Our flex 1 was Alvin Kamara. Our flex 2 was Eric Decker. Our kicker was Justin Tucker. And our defense was in 2014, whoever the fuck was playing the Jets.
2014 to 2020.
To 2020.
Basically until 2021.
Till Robert Saleh came to rescue them.
Yo, so of my 37 points last week in my fantasy football league, Lamar Jackson scored 15 and Jeff Wilson scored 14. The rest of my roster scored 9.
We start 11 players, dude. We start 11 players with a kicker and a defense. You down.
All right.
And I'm 5-4, by the way. I'm 5-4 in this league.
1 point per position other than those 2 players.
All right. Just because we said it on the podcast right here, we were talking about we had Kirk Cousins, our pocket passer, so we needed a rushing quarterback. We went with Lamar Jackson. I just want to ask you guys, who do you think the top running white quarterback of all time was? And also, there's a surprise entrance at this. He is 11th all time for rushing yards for a quarterback, and he's white.
Steve Young.
Steve Young is number one with 4,239, but making a surprise entrance is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Gotta love it.
In what year, or just overall?
Overall, Ryan Fitzpatrick in his career had 2,625 rushing yards.
Ryan Fitzpatrick loved to boogie for a couple of yards. He could get that first down when you needed it.
This list surprising, man. Like Steve Young, Aaron Rodgers, Elway, and Allen are the only ones like big name quarterbacks, and then other than that, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick and Alex Smith and Mark Brunell.
This is just white boys, though.
Well, no, I'm saying they're mixed in with the black dudes. Like this is all-time rushing yards. Like Vic has 6,109, Cam Newton has 5,600. Steve Young has.
So Steve Young is what, number 3 on that list?
Steve Young is number 5.
Behind.
He just got passed by Lamar Jackson and then Russell Wilson and Randall Cunningham.
And Mike Vick.
Yeah.
Cam Newton's behind Steve Young, right?
No, like Mike Vick, Cam Newton, Randall Cunningham, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson just passed him. He's 1 yard above Steve Young. It just switched, I guess.
Cam Newton's second.
Yeah. I guess it just switched on Monday night.
Cam Newton is savage at running the football.
We forget how much Cam Newton ran in his rookie year before he got so injured he had to just sit in the pocket.
Yeah, sit in the pocket and overthrow Steve Smith.
Right.
That's
overthrow Devin Funchess and Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh, Kelvin Benjamin, what a fucking heartbreak that dude was every year in fantasy. I drafted him so many fucking times.
That's the next community league. We should do
our worst fantasy team.
Our worst fantasy players. Here's looking at you, Allen fucking Robinson,
Deontay fucking Johnson,
Kenny Galladay,
Chase Claypool. Broke my heart.
McCaffrey. Can Christian McCaffrey be on our favorite and our least favorites? All right, let's get into NFL Week 9. All right, who's going to walk us through NFL Week 9? You have it pulled up, Eric?
Yeah. So for Week 9 picks, Jermaine went 7-3, bringing his yearly total to 17-13. Nick went 6-5, bringing him to 20-13. And Nick's Nuggets went 3-2, bringing it to 7-8 on the season. Jermaine, you hit on Philly money line, Buffalo, New York Jets under, Detroit, Green Bay under, Atlanta plus 3.5, Jacksonville money line, Seattle money line, and the under in the Kansas City game. Nick, you hit Philly money line, Detroit money line, Atlanta plus 3.5, Jacksonville money line, Seattle money line, and Kansas City money line.
Fuck yeah,
America! Fuck yeah.
All right. Great dead space, guys.
You're
Anyway.
the one driving.
you're the
right
one
now.
driving it.
I'm driving. Oh, my God. All right.
You
so that
do
was,
this. We do this every week, Eric.
That's
when
not
Jermaine
true.
throws it over to you, it's your show to run.
It's not my
I'm
show to
just
run.
the EP.
I literally just said, who's driving? And I
Eric.
asked if you had it, and you said, yes, I've got it.
I just give you guys the stats, and then we keep it pushing, dude.
Anemone,
I give us the
anemone.
rankings and the stats, and then you guys get into your banter, bro. That's how it goes.
Yeah, there was no banter.
There
so
was no
keep
banter.
driving.
So I just got to keep rambling.
No, you.
Drive the Week 9 review.
You guys I'm just gonna drive you guys crazy, huh?
No, we want you to drive us through the Week
Are
9
you
review,
fucking?
not crazy.
Are you
filibustering?
Filibustering right now?
Why would I be filibustering, dude?
Oh my god!
It's filibustering. It's not filibustering.
They're not even the best team in the NFC.
How do you spell filibuster, Eric?
Filibustr, probably.
All right, so then why did you put? I thought he was gonna say PHILLY.
Yeah. Filibuster.
Filibuster.
Bro, sometimes words come out differently, bro. I don't understand.
As in, who's gonna be the filibuster this year?
It's gonna be the Redskins. Oh, sorry, dead name. Commanders.
Oh, sorry, Commanders.
Whatever. All right. So
I went to FedEx Field for week 9. I was very unimpressed with FedEx Field.
You're talking about that's the Commanders right now, right?
Correct.
It's trash, bro. That stadium's awful. I went to go see the Giants there, and I was like, "We gotta leave, dude. I'm gonna go."
It's just
drink."
old. It's just an old state. It's like old.
It really needs to be demolished, 100%. All right, so go ahead, Eric.
All right, so we started our week off. Eagles in Houston. Eagles ended up winning that game 29-17. We had them money line, which hit, but none of us, all of us took we all took the under, and that actually ended up going over by 2, which absolutely sucks.
So the crazy thing is that last week, when we said if the spread is greater than 9.5, take the under, and with favorites with spreads greater than or equal to 9.5, take the underdog in that with the spread. Last week, basically all the games except for the Philly game went under, and then every single favorite of greater than 9.5 points did not cover last week.
Tight. Let's follow the trend. I mean, look, Philly beat the Texans. All right, next. You know what I mean?
Right. They did it.
It was a close game, which I did not like.
Not a close game.
But anyway,
shut up, Eric.
The Chargers went to the East Coast. They won in Atlanta 2017. The Dolphins had a very close game with the Bears. They won 35-32. Bengals hosted the Panthers, put a whooping on them 42-21. Lions beat the Packers.
Let's go.
Which was awesome to see. Patriots smacked up the Colts. Interesting. Colts are going to be running Jeff Saturday as the coach this week, right?
Correct.
Interim coach. They fired Frank Reich.
He's a great candidate. He's coached high school football before, so
didn't he go like 3-7 or some shit like that?
Probably.
Too? All right.
Yeah, football.
The boys, Jermaine, I remember him sitting on his podcast saying Breece Hall is out. The Jets are done. The Jets ended up getting a win in Buffalo, or actually at home against Buffalo. The Vikings went into Washington, won 2017. Kirk Cousins celebrated like he won the Super Bowl because he's a bum. The Raiders blew a major
best
lead.
team in the NFC.
Oh, please. Yeah, that 24/7 stat line says something different. The Raiders blew a big-time lead to the Jaguars, lost 27-20. The Seahawks did their Seahawk thing and beat up on the Cardinals. The Rams, in a close one, lost to the Bucks with much favorable play or reffing for Tom Brady as per usual.
Kyler Murray now 0-2 since Call of Duty has come out.
The Chiefs had a tight one with the Titans. They won 2017. And on Monday night, it was a bludgeoning. The Ravens beat the Saints 27-13.
That is that close.
And that is the Week 9 review for you guys.
Anything jumps out that you want to talk about, Nick?
No, not really.
So defeated.
No, not really. Panthers fucking suck.
Yeah, but that's what you want right now, right? You want the number 1 pick.
No, it's just gonna happen with the Carolina Panthers. They're gonna suck, not enough to get a top 5 pick. They're gonna get like number 6, and we're gonna draft a linebacker. And
Eric, what are the current standings in the NFL?
I
want to know what spot Carolina's in.
I'm pulling them up. I just want to ask Nick a quick question. After a guy gets like his second or third touchdown, do you start covering him, or do you just keep letting him go?
Are you asking me what I would have done or what the Carolina Panthers do?
Well, we know what the Panthers did.
Right.
What would you have done? Shot him?
I probably just would have left my job because I'm not doing it that well. Maybe come back the next week, try again.
Priceless. All right. So for the NFC South, we have the Bucks in first at 4-5, Falcons in second at 4-4. Or
no, can you just get me the overall NFL standings and just go to the bottom?
Oh yeah. Overall, Houston's
order,
30th or 32nd, and the Carolina Panthers are 31st.
That's what I was trying to get at, bro. Nick is so bummed. I'm trying to see the silver lining.
Panthers have allowed 228 points, which looks to be the most in the NFL this season. The next closest is 227 New Orleans Saints.
It's 1 point. It's 1 point.
Yeah, I was about to be like, Eric, did you just say like the next closest is literally like a point off? What's the third?
Sorry, I lied.
Team?
I lied. The Lions are first at 234, so the Panthers are second.
Of course. Fucking
Yeah.
Lions outdoing everyone.
My bad. I didn't see them there. What did you ask me, Nick?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Man, that's some god-awful teams here. Look at that shiny little 0 next to our name. Fantastic. All right, we're going to get into the Week 10 picks now.
Oh, I hope you guys lose.
I hope you lose next week.
Next week?
I hope you don't make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I hope you turn out like the 11-0 Steelers.
I think you go undefeated until I hope you go undefeated until the playoffs and then lose your first game.
Oh,
and I hope it's the Cowboys.
That would be amazing.
And I hope
it's the Commanders.
You want the Commanders in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Damn, it's a lot of hate coming from you guys over here. All right. We're gonna move into the Week 10 picks. Our Thursday night game here. Sorry, guys, I haven't got my glasses yet. So my Thursday night game here is the Atlanta Falcons are heading into Carolina. Falcons are -3 favorites. Over under 44. Falcons money line -150. Panthers money line +130.
So last 5 years, when Atlanta has traveled into Carolina, they are 4-1, including a 4-game winning streak. So Atlanta has won the last 4 years when they travel into Carolina. Previously this year, Atlanta won this divisional game 37-34 in overtime, if you remember, because DJ Moore removed his helmet, which apparently wasn't a call this last week.
Did you see? Yeah, I was about to ask you, how do you feel about that Jalen Ramsey?
Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, Jalen Ramsey, he's like an icon of the league, so it's like whatever.
All right, let's get back to this game before Nick starts burning.
Do we have any action on this for you guys?
Dude, so Nick, this over-under is set at 44. I know that they went over in the last game. The under looks pretty enticing in this.
The under does look pretty enticing. I do agree. I do like divisional unders. I do like the under when the total starts creeping above 44.
I'm gonna... Oh, man, I wish that was 45. Give me the under 44.
Cool.
And I'll fucking happily fucking cash that check.
Nick?
I will take the Atlanta money line, but I'm going to play it as part of a favorites parlay.
All right. Next game, our first Sunday game, which is the first game in Germany.
Germany,
right?
Allianz Arena, correct.
It's going to be the Seahawks it's the Seahawks versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Germany. Seahawks are +2.5 point dogs. Over under 44.5. Seahawks money line +120. Bucks money line -140. Any takers?
I don't want anything to do with this game.
It's a weird game. We gotta bet something. It's London, so who's
the dog?
I mean, so it's Munich. It's
Seattle
Munich.
by 2.5.
I'll take Seattle money line.
I feel like this is the Tampa Bay get right game, dude.
Give me the dog in Munich, in Germany.
Oh, it just screams the Tampa Bay get right game, right? Like they can't keep being this bad.
Not in Germany, dude.
I'll ride with Nick. Give me the money line dog. But
weird things happen overseas.
That's what I'm saying. Weird things happen. Tom Brady gets his groove back, bro. It just took some German puss.
Isn't his wife German?
Yeah, he's got to go back to the source. He doesn't like that Brazilian that Brazilian stuff is cut up by generations.
She's Brazilian.
She is Brazilian, yes.
I thought she was, man, this whole time, the last 20 years of my life, I've thought this chick was German.
Yeah,
no
last
bullshit.
name. That's because her last name is Bunchen. You would not be remiss to think that, but she is Brazilian.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, that big banging noise was me knocking over my water bottle. No, she's Brazilian, but she's definitely derived of Nazi scientist.
Yeah, she's great. Grandpapa was not Brazilian, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. He was a war refugee. Anyway.
Whoa.
He was giving Brazilian waxes to the Jewish people.
Right. He was a Brazilian masseur.
All right. Next game. Houston Texans are going into New York to play the Giants. Texans plus 6.5 dogs. Over under 41. Texans money line plus 235. Giants money line minus 280.
So a couple of nuggets coming out of this game. Brian Daboll, obviously the first-year head coach for the Giants. Giants coming off a bye since 2019, 1-2, straight up and against the spread. However, in games since 2019, in which the Houston Texans have had the advantage, the rest advantage, they are 2-10 straight up and 3-9 against the spread. In the exact opposite situation for the Giants. So in games in which the Giants have a rest disadvantage, since 2019, the Giants are 7-4 straight up and 8-3 against the spread.
Hold on, these stats are backwards. The Giants are coming off the bye, not the Texans.
Texans they have extended rest because they played on Thursday, but the Giants had a bye.
Giants had a bye. You're right. Ignore that then.
All right, any takers on this for this game?
Why am I leaning Texans money line? Someone talk me out of it.
Because the Giants are 1-2 coming off a bye since 2019.
So, all right, what are you taking in this game, Nick?
Nothing.
Not even this over 41?
No.
Dude, this one, I see the Texans winning this game. The Giants don't have weapons, and it's bad. But I'm not taking it. But all right. Did we skip the Vikings-Buffalo game, Eric?
No, it's the next one.
Okay, the link you sent me has that above the Houston Texans game.
Oh, so the next game is Minnesota heading into Buffalo. Minnesota is 5-point dogs, over under 45.5. Vikings money line plus 190. Bills money line minus 225. What do you guys got?
No hot nugs for this game.
Are the Bills pissed off about that Jets loss?
No.
No? They're not mad about that Jets loss?
I don't think so.
Josh Allen literally said I played like shit. He's going to fix this on the next game.
He just said, nope. I would be pissed if I lost any game, so I don't know about that. God, this spread is just inconveniently placed.
Tantalizing.
I don't know. Give me Minnesota plus 5.
Nick, you're not taking anything?
No, sir.
Not even in a favorites parlay?
Nope.
All right. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars are heading into Kansas City. They are 9.5-point dogs. Over under 50.5. Jags money line plus 360. Chiefs money line minus 450.
So, I think I already mentioned it with the week 9 bets, but week 10 bets, if the spread is greater than 9.5, if you were to take the under on the year, the under is 10-6. That's 62%. So give me the under 50.5. However, favorites this year with spreads greater than or equal to 9.5 are 13-3 straight up, but 6-10 against the spread. That is only 38%. So I want Jacksonville plus 9.5.
Honestly, I agree with both those. The under jumped off the page. When I looked at this and I saw 50.5, I was like, I'll take that. I'll take the under. I'm gonna stay away from. Nah, fuck it. Give me Jags plus 9.5.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put KC in a favorite parlay.
Thread the needle, baby. Yo, last week I did not think the Eagles would cover, so I was like, let me take the money line. I might as well. If I thought that, why didn't I take the Texans spread? Don't ask me, folks at home. I took the safe bet, and I regret nothing. So that's smart. All right, next one.
We have the Cleveland Browns heading into Miami. Cleveland plus 3.5 dogs. Over under 48.5. Browns money line plus 160. Dolphins money line minus 190.
Cleveland's coming off a bye, right?
Cleveland is coming off a bye. So Kevin Stefanski has been the Cleveland head coach since 2020. He is 2-0 straight up coming off the bye. He is 0-2 against the spread. The Browns,
He's a dog.
if you add one more year to that, the Browns since 2019 coming off the bye are 2-1 straight up and 0-3 against the spread.
Hammer the Dolphins.
Yeah. Give me Dolphins.
They only won when they were favored.
And they win when they're favored, but they don't cover.
They don't cover, exactly.
Both are
And
taking
you know what
that.
we say about teams?
What?
You know what we say about teams?
Great teams cover.
Good teams win.
Good teams spell filibuster. PHILLY. Buster.
Philly busting.
Filibuster. All right. Yep. That's all I want. I just want Browns spread. Dolphins spread. And I guess Dolphins money line as well if I'm taking spread.
All right. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions and a division rival against the Chicago Bears. Lions plus 2.5 dogs.
Wait, hold on. Cleveland's not favored in that game, are they?
No, they're
Cleveland's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Sorry. Go to the Lions game.
Lions 2.5-point dogs in Chicago. Over under 48.5. Lions money line plus 130. Bears money line minus 150.
The Bears have a great spread on this, and I think the Bears win this game. Fuck it, I'll take Bears minus 2.5. That over/under is fascinating. I think the over hits in this game.
Yeah, I want no part of it.
All right. Next game, Denver Broncos heading into Tennessee. Denver Broncos 3-point dogs. Over under 38.5. And Broncos money line plus 130. Titans money line minus 150.
So Denver coming off a bye, Nathaniel Hackett, first-year head coach. So we're going to have to take the Denver Broncos as a whole. And since 2019, the Denver Broncos are 2-1 straight up coming off a bye, 3-0 against the spread.
You're betting the Broncos? Are you betting the Broncos on this?
What's the line, Eric? Give it to me again.
The line is Broncos plus 3.
Yeah, I'll take Broncos plus 3 and Broncos money line.
And money line?
And money line.
Woo! Is this a Russell Wilson get right game?
Russell Wilson get right game. He's coming back. Broncos country.
Let's ride. Oh my God, that's ballsy, bro. This over under 38.5, Nick.
Over.
Give
me the triple. You know what, Eric? Give me the triple play in this game. I want Denver plus 3. I want Denver plus money on the money line and plus me up on the over.
I won't fade my boy Nick, but I'm going to take the over on this.
Over. Broncos money line over. Give it to me. I'll take the triple fecta.
The problem
Jermaine, you said you're taking what?
I'll take the over, Eric. The problem with this game is we say it all the time. It's a coin flip league. We have two drastically different feelings about these ball clubs. And that's why Nick's bet almost makes sense. Coming off a bye, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, and that's why it makes sense. The fact that the Titans aren't favored more in this has to do with Ryan Tannehill, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill still – is there any inkling of him making it back anytime soon?
I don't think so. And it has to deal with the fact that they can't throw the ball.
What is Ryan Tannehill's injury? Does anyone know that?
Pride?
His injury is they traded A.J. Brown. He doesn't want his
Right.
stats to get fucking crushed.
Depression.
He's got the ghost of Robert Woods running around.
He's too depressed to play. I don't want to throw to. Who does he have to throw to?
It says it's an ankle injury, but does not disclose any more information.
He has Treylon Burks, Robert Woods, and Austin Hooper.
All right, Robert Woods. That's right.
The ghost of Robert Woods.
The ghost of Robert Woods. That's right.
No, honestly, that's if it doesn't make sense, it's probably right. All right, let's get to the next game, Eric.
The Saints are heading into Pittsburgh. Saints are 2.5-point favorites. Over under 40. Saints money line minus 140. Steelers money line plus 120.
So,
how are the Saints favored?
Mike Tomlin has been a head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers since 2007. Coming off a bye, Mike Tomlin is 13-5 straight up, but 9-9 against the spread. Tack that on to the fact that New Orleans is currently playing with a rest disadvantage because they played on Monday night.
And the
rest
are off by.
And the Steelers are off by. So that's rest advantage.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, it's a huge advantage.
It's a big advantage. The Saints, with a rest disadvantage, are 6-3 both straight up and against the spread since 2019. The Pittsburgh Steelers, with a rest advantage since 2019, 5-2 straight up, but just like Mike Tomlin's record, 3-1 against the spread.
He's taking the Saints, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me the New Orleans Saints spread.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to include the New Orleans Saints money line into my favorite parlay.
This is just absolutely fucking absurd. The Saints should not be favored in this game.
So you can get them at plus money? Is that what you want them at?
They're just not a good football team. I know the Steelers aren't good either, but I mean, did you not just see the Saints struggle to get the ball over defensive linemen against the Ravens?
Yes.
Cam Hayward's going to just – I want the prop – put this in the notes, Eric. I want the prop on Cam Hayward pass deflections. Passes defended, Cameron Hayward, the big boy up front. I want the prop on that. I want nothing to do with this game. I appreciate Nick instilling some confidence in me. The over-under in this game is 40. It's absolutely staggering. If the Saints had scored under 10 against the Ravens like they were supposed to until Jawan Johnson just acted like Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that Tightrope movie and scored that tutty. Yeah, if they had scored 6, I would have taken the over, but I want nothing to do with this game. But I'll be watching it.
All right. Next game. The Indianapolis Colts, led by first-time ever head coach Jeff Saturday, are going into Las Vegas. They are 6-point dogs. Over-under is 42.5. Colts money line plus 200. Raiders money line minus 240.
Teams scoring less than 10 points in a previous week. Dogs with a spread less than 10 are 7-4 on the year.
Straight up.
7-4 against the spread.
7-4 against the spread.
Indianapolis right now plus 6 dogs.
Is there any straight up stat? No.
I don't have a straight up stat.
Okay,
no.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna take Colts plus 6.
Dude, I honestly, bro, Colts money line. Like Colts money, like it can't get worse for the Raiders, but it's about to get worse, bro.
Because they're gonna lose to Jeff Saturday.
They're gonna lose to Jeff coaching his first real meaningful football game Saturday. There is just something in my balls, and I will not take this bet. But Colts money line. The Raiders, it's just the Raiders were up 20 against the Jaguars.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Next game. Dallas Cowboys are heading into Green Bay. Dallas are 5-point favorites. Over under at 43. Dallas minus 225 money line. Packers plus 190 money line.
So I already mentioned dogs. A team scoring less than 10 points in the previous week. Dogs with a spread less than 10 points. 7-4 on the year right now. Green Bay, like Eric mentioned, fits that criteria. However, Dallas coming off a bye. Mike McCarthy, as Dallas head coach since 2020, 2-0, both straight up and against the spread. Now you may remember Dallas McCarthy, as I called him, was Green Bay McCarthy from 2006 to 2018. In that time, he was both 11-5 straight up and against the spread.
Get out of here.
Mike McCarthy is a very good team coming off the bye.
Huh?
With that being said, I will take nothing in this game.
You don't want boys -5?
I don't want boys -5.
Oh, dude, boys -5, Eric. Just the Aaron Jones is hurt. AJ Dillon looks not good. Romeo Dobbs, who's the only fucking dude that was making plays at wide receiver, hurt. Randall Cobb still hurt. Aaron Rodgers gone, missing in action. He's hurt, bro. It's that ayahuasca. He ain't seeing the field the right way, dude. Yeah, give me the boys -5. That seems like the easiest bet of this week.
It does seem like a low line.
All right. Next game, Arizona
Mike
Cardinals.
McCarthy revenge game, by the way.
Yeah,
is this the first game he's played against Green Bay since being the Dallas head coach?
Playoffs last year? No.
Did they play in the playoffs last year?
Are you shaking your head? Yes, it's the first game, or you don't know?
It's the first game.
Since Mike McCarthy has become the boys' head coach, it's the first game against Green Bay.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Well then, give me boys -5.
Yeah, but it's coming from Eric. He's not looking anything up, so just take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
Too late. I already put it in. Anyway,
that's all I need.
Check the fact checker.
Arizona Cardinals going into LA to play the Rams. Cardinals +3. Over under 43. Cardinals money line +150. Rams money line -175.
So divisional game, right? Cardinals going into the Rams. The last 5 years that the Cardinals have gone into LA, they are 1-4. They did also play a game this year in Arizona in which the Rams won 2012. It seems like the Cardinals are the only team that the Rams can actually beat this year.
Yeah, this is no-brainer. Give me Rams -3. So since it's a no-brainer, Cardinals probably win.
Yeah, say I will double down on Jermaine's Rams -3.
This next game should be a fun game. This Sunday night football game. You're muted, brother.
So as Jermaine alluded, the next game is the Sunday night game. It's the Chargers heading into San Francisco. Chargers are 7-point dogs. Over under 45.5. Chargers money line +245. Niners money line -295.
So one Knicks nugget for this: the Niners coming off a bye under Kyle Shanahan since 2017, 3-3 straight up and against the spread.
That's not as good as you'd expect. This is such a fun game. The 49ers, I don't know who's going to win this game.
It's going to be a fun game to watch. I don't want to take any action, and I don't know who's going to win it either.
I'm going to take the Chargers +7.
Yeah.
They're getting a touchdown. And I just think that they'll make it close right at the end. I think Chargers lose by 6. So Chargers +7.
Yeah.
49ers are winning this game, though.
Nick, no action for you?
Maybe I should.
No action for me.
All right, and then to close out our Week 10, we have the Washington Commanders heading into Philly. Commanders are 11-point dogs. Over under 44. Commanders money line +390. Eagles money line -490.
So we talked about Again, this pops the criteria for if the spread is greater than 9.5, take the under. That's 10-6 on the year. However, this also pops the criteria of favorites with spreads greater than or equal to 9.5. These favorites are 13-3 straight up, but 6-10 against the spread. This is also a division game, right? Washington, the Commanders traveling into Philly. They are 1-4 in their last 5 years, with the sequence going loss, win, 3 straight losses. Philly and the Commanders did play earlier this year, in which the Phillies won the game 24-8. That's not it, though. The Phillies, because they played on Thursday Night Football, are operating with the rest advantage. Since 2019, with the Eagles operating on the rest advantage, they are 3-4 straight up and 2-4-1 against the spread. However, the Washington Commanders, since 2019, with a rest disadvantage, are 2-7 straight up and 1-7-1 against the spread.
Oh my god! I'm still taking Commanders spread, dude.
Give me Commanders spread. Give me the under, but I want Philly money line.
Oh, dude, you're taking the under?
The under.
I was gonna same day parlay and do the Commanders spread, the over, and the money line. I just think they're playing with Taylor Heineke, and he's gonna score some points. That's the only reason why I like the over. I'm not taking the over. Eagles money line, Commanders spread. And honestly, if we're recording next week and the division is tied with the Cowboys, wait, hold on, how many losses do the Cowboys have? They have 2, right? Anyways, if the Eagles have 1 loss coming into next week, I won't be shocked. There's just something about this game that just strikes me as off.
All right, Eric, line this up for me. What does a Dallas money line, Rams money line, Eagles money line, Dolphins money line, Falcons money line, Saints money line,
Oh, it keeps going.
Chiefs money line? What does that parlay pay?
Just gotta find the Chiefs game real quick.
Chiefs is underneath the Texans and Giants.
There we go. That is a plus 1,356.
All favorites, huh? That's not bad.
All favorite parlay plus 1,300. Pretty good.
Oh, I was like, wait. Just waiting for you to say something else, dude.
That's-
You were writing
that's
the
pretty good.
number down, you fucking douche. He's like, oh, 1,300. I figured some sort of something was coming. So what are you doing? You putting $1,000 on that or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna put $4,000 on it. All my money that I said I was gonna put on the Phillies is going on that parlay.
Yeah, you got to pull it out. This market's about to crash, bro.
Yep.
It's going to be bad. Shout out the Blood Moon tomorrow.
Blood moon.
Is it
All right, so I added that. Any other random picks you guys want to give in or anything? You guys are all set with your Week 10 picks? Anything you want to go back and change?
I want Jeff Saturday under 3 weeks as head coach. No,
Lock
that's
that
a
in?
joke. That's
I
a
was
joke.
kidding. All right.
I saw an article, and it was like a white head coach just got a job without any experience. And you know what? This was the first time I didn't just fucking shrug at a racist article, or not racist, a race article. I was like, that's a good fucking point, man. We can't even get these other cats a chance. And Jeff Saturday just wakes up one day. He's like, I was shocked to get the offer. That's.
And then Jim Irsay has the audacity to come out and give a dog shit press conference like he gave. To be like, he's not the best coach in the NFL. He's not one of the greatest. He's not, he's never even coached in the NFL. but maybe we need a guy from outside the system.
Yeah, but when has Jim Irsay ever given a good press conference?
Right, but still, he still got up and gave a press conference.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's Jim Irsay. You knew it was going to be bad.
But it was awful. But it was awful. It was not even bad. It was just awful.
That's in line with that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
expect
true, I
from
guess.
Jim.
Yeah,
I'm shocked
true.
he was sober.
Hey, shout out to recovery.
Yeah, I'm shocked he hasn't found some new vice, like he's always on Vicodin or something. All right, it's week 9. Half the season is over. Eric, get ready to write this down. You're going
week
first.
10?
Week 10 hasn't happened yet. Week 9 is halfway
Right.
through the season.
Okay.
Who do you have winning the NFC? Who do you have winning the AFC? And who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Eric, go.
Eagles, Bills. Oh, sorry. Eagles, Chiefs, Eagles.
Eagles, Chiefs, Eagles. All right, Nick, who do you got?
Dallas, Bills.
Bro, I picked the Dallas Bills Super Bowl way too early, and it's like I can't go away from it. And so I'm going to stick with Bills, Cowboys, just because I picked that bitch in fucking, like, March.
Right.
And who did I pick, though? I'm going. Give me the Cowboys, bro. The Cowboys break the schneid. They get a shit, and it's literally everyone's reign of terror. So the market collapses. The Stros win. The Cowboys win. We have to deal with those insufferable fans, but they can't throw a decent parade because no one has any money.
Yeah. Everybody loses.
Everyone's broke.
So you both just went Cowboys, Bills, Cowboys win?
No, I said Bills win.
Bills win, okay.
I've been going Cowboys Bills since March, bro. I can't change now. It looks good still. As much as I really like the 49ers now in the NFC. Hey, hold on. Do Seahawks make the playoffs?
Yes.
Do the New York Giants make the playoffs?
Yes.
Do the Atlanta Falcons make the playoffs?
No.
Yes.
All right, so we got Seahawks and Giants making the playoffs. Do Seahawks win the division?
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to know, Eric, can you tell me if the Seahawks have played the 49ers this year?
Give me a sec to pull up ESPN again.
Please don't bang. We can hear every bang.
Every time Eric goes to click his mouse, it's like a bomb go. It's like a flashbang going off into the mic.
My guy has got the angriest fingers in the world.
Angriest, dude.
They lost to San Francisco 27-7 in week 2.
Let's go. I don't know who's winning this division. The 49ers are giving me big time NFC Championship vibes. That's all I'm going to say.
And they haven't even hit their mid-season just rocket ship.
And this is it. They're coming out of the bye. We're about to start talking about, are the 49ers for real? Because, look, there's question marks about the Vikings as much as everyone wants to say. Like, they got their ass waxed by the Eagles, and it wasn't even close. And the Weagles.
The Eagles are weak.
What the fuck? The Eagles look legit. I'm not taking that away, but they've also not played the stiffest competition, but they beat the fuck out of most of their competition. Like it's all double-digit victories. You know what I mean?
So
it's not the Vikings coming back to beat the Commanders at the very last seconds. You know what I mean? It's like, the Texans were closer than they should have been, but they won by 12.
So, they update the strength of schedule throughout the season, and Eagles going into the season, and on paper it looks like they actually do have the easiest schedule in the NFL. But according to the updated strength of schedule, we have the 10th hardest schedule in the league. According to that, I'm not saying it is,
No,
but I'm just saying. Anyway.
That's because you played the Cowboys and you beat the Giants already, right?
No, we play them. We always play the Giants like in the last 6 weeks of the season twice. It's weird.
Lose.
All right, so you played
LL.
You played the Cowboys, who are what 6-2 now, and you played the Vikings, who are 7-1. So those two teams drastically sway any strength of schedule. So that's kind of like that's why strength of schedule is always like.
You can book 3 losses right off the bat between the Giants and Dallas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for.
No, we got to do head-to-head.
Oh, what did you mean?
We have to pick our head-to-head picks.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I don't need to hear about this head-to-head.
Anyway, so last week Jermaine picked Philly -14. That was a fat L. He's set 2-6 now in the season.
I took Philly money line.
Okay, Nick took
absolutely took Philly money line. I just talked about how I didn't like the spread. I took Philly money line for my lock. I'll go listen to last week, but I took Philly money line for the head-to-head.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so Jermaine with the comeback story of the year.
Don't put it there. I'm not taking it then. Don't give it to me. If you're calling it out, don't give it to me. But
3-6.
I picked.
Nicholas took New Orleans money line. That's an L, 4-4. And I took Seattle money line. That puts me at 6-2. With the current standings, Jermaine, you get to go first this week.
Watch out, Jermaine. You made it right. You picked down wrong.
Dude, I'm saying I even said the way I even did it. I was just like, "Yo, this."
Yeah, because remember, Eric. Remember, I changed my pick from the Saints money line from Saints spread to money line.
All right, I'm not gonna argue. I changed it. It's 3-3, or 3-6. Let's go, Nick. Jermaine, what's your pick?
No, not me, Jermaine.
I'm gonna take a Philly money line. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna take I wanted to take a dog this week, but I don't have the stones to take Jacksonville. I'm gonna go ahead and take Dallas -5.
I'm gonna pull a page out of Eric's book. I'm gonna take Denver money line in Deutschland.
Denver money line in Deutschland.
See.
Just find. Wait.
In Deutschland?
Yeah, they're not playing in Germany.
Oh. Well, then just in America.
Seattle's in Germany this week.
All right.
Denver money line aus America.
Seattle as a dog is crazy. Like, they are better than Tampa Bay right now.
Not a lot of good stuff left on the board. I'm going to go Cleveland money line.
There's a lot of weird lines this week.
Okay.
Did Miami just win? Who did they just play? I know they won, but
Bears.
Oh, they beat the Bears.
The Bears. The Bears in thrilling fashion.
It's a hell of a fucking game.
And Jermaine took Dallas -5. Give me 1 second here to find that. That parlay is a plus 1,041.
God damn, that sounds high.
We both took dogs.
I mean, you took dogs last week. It was only 886. Well, I mean, I had Philly money line. Philly money line last week was what, -800?
Something, yeah.
That would make sense why we didn't get into the thousands.
Cool. You guys got anything else for picks for anything?
Nothing for me.
What do you guys got for MVP?
We'll see how Josh Allen's elbow does, but Patrick Mahomes is making a damn good case.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith should be the MVP. That is the most accurate sentence.
He is the most valuable player to his team.
Without a doubt, the most valuable player right now. I'm hoping CMC goes on a tear, bro. Like, for San Francisco, I think that'd be so sick. But
what does CMC have to do to win MVP?
Not lose a game since joining San Francisco. I think that's like the only way, right? Does he have to have more passing touchdowns than Jimmy Garoppolo?
He has to become their leading wide receiver, rusher, and passer.
What is it like? Dude, that's a good question. What does someone have to do to win MVP not being quarterback?
I mean, you saw what Cooper Kupp did last year, and he didn't win MVP. So
it's a quarterback award, huh? From now
guess.
on.
MVQ.
What's Jalen Hurts' completion percentage right now? I wish he would throw more passing touchdowns, man. How many does he have this year, Eric? All right, never mind. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Cologne Mendez. This has been my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.